Nora Alwa here, somatic psychotherapist and coach, social justice educator, here to provide resources to everyone. So one thing I see over and over again is the fear of making mistakes, or even worse, hurting someone, enacting a microaggression. People often just want to get it right, want to make sure I am going to do no harm. It's like hurting each other is absolutely not okay. Yet we know that it's inevitable. It's inevitable that we commit microaggressions, that we hurt each other, and that we are oppressive, because we are all part of the system. We're all part of participating in the systems of oppression. So what do we do with it? How do we move away from trying to get it right, which is actually based on whiteness, patriarchy, to try to not make any mistakes, and how do we move towards messiness? How do we move more into accountability and responsibility? Well, first, I believe it is important that we let ourselves recognize that this is inevitable, that we all make mistakes. I don't know about you, but I make mistakes every fucking day. As a wife, as a friend, as a teacher, as a therapist, I enact harm. It does not matter that I'm well-intentioned. It doesn't matter that I try to educate myself, because I continue to perpetuate it. Yet what does matter is that I take responsibility. We all know that when we move from a place of guilt and shame, it does no one good. The other person does not feel better if we're like, oh, I'm so sorry, I will never do that again. What does that do? Nothing. There's a whole other difference if we can actually let ourselves feel it in our bodies. I actually invite myself to feel the pain. When someone is hurt and mad, that is an invitation for me to feel how it was just a little bit like to be them. And when we can actually let ourselves do that, that allows us to move closer to understanding them and making repair. But the thing is that we often feel so uncomfortable about feeling pain. We're so uncomfortable about feeling discomfort. So we don't do that, and then we just move into guilt, and that does no one good. So when we actually can experience how we hurt, how we've hurt someone else, how we've made a mistake, we'll feel it in our bodies. When we can let ourselves move through that sensation, those sensations, then we can move into an experience of accountability and responsibility. That is when we actually say, I am sorry. Shit, I fucked up. I hurt you in this way. And we can actually say it with clarity, where it's not where the other person will feel like they will have to take care of us because we feel a sense of guilt and shame. So this is really important. It is really important that we move from a place of embodiment, of a sense of clarity, of owning, and just letting ourselves feel it. That does not mean the other person will forgive us or feel less hurt, but it means that there's actually movement. There's actually a learning, and we actually might learn something from it and might not repeat the same mistake. But if we don't do that, we'll just repeat it again and we'll just hurt more people. So I invite you to just own this, own the ways that you make mistakes, and know that you're never alone. I'm right here with you on the other side, making mistakes with you, enacting harm. Wishing you an easeful week where you are able to make mistakes while taking accountability and responsibility for it. Have a great week. Bye.